Welcome to MindFlip, the channel that dares to ask the questions you've always wondered about, but never had the courage to voice. Today we're diving into a world where barks become conversations, meows turn into witty remarks, and the animal kingdom suddenly has a lot more to say. So buckle up and get ready to flip your mind as we explore. What if animals could talk? Before we embark on this wild adventure, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all our mind-bending content. Now let's dive into the fascinating world of talking animals. The Great Communication Revolution. Imagine waking up one morning to find your pet dog not just wagging its tail, but greeting you with a cheerful, "Good morning, human." The initial shock would be immense, but once the dust settles, we'd be facing a communication revolution unlike anything we've ever seen. Suddenly, the barriers between species would crumble, and we'd find ourselves in a world where every creature has a voice. Literally. Pets. From furry friends to roommates. Our relationships with our pets would undergo a dramatic transformation. No longer would we be guessing what that meow means or why Fido is barking at the mailman. Instead, we'd be having full-blown conversations with our furry friends. "Hey, Susan, could you please refill my water bowl? And while you're at it, that toy you bought me last week? Yeah, it's not really my style. I'm more of a squeaky ball kind of cat." The dynamics of pet ownership would shift entirely. Would they still be our pets? Or would they become more like furry, four-legged roommates? Imagine negotiating with your dog about walk schedules or debating with your cat about its sleeping arrangements. It's a whole new world of interspecies diplomacy. Wildlife documentaries, a whole new perspective. Nature documentaries would never be the same again. Instead of David Attenborough's soothing narration, we'd have animals telling their own stories. Picture a lion cub complaining about its bad hair day, or a penguin discussing the challenges of modern parenting in Antarctica. You try keeping an egg warm in sub-zero temperatures while your partner's off fishing. It's not all happy feet and sliding on ice, you know. These first-hand accounts would provide unprecedented insights into animal behavior and ecology. We might finally understand why flamingos stand on one leg, or what whales are really singing about in those haunting ocean melodies. The farm animal uprising. On farms across the world, a revolution would be brewing. Cows might start unionizing for better working conditions, chickens could demand free-range lifestyles, and pigs might argue for a more diverse diet. Look, Farmer Joe, we appreciate the slop, but would it kill you to throw in some truffles once in a while? This newfound ability to communicate would force us to confront some uncomfortable truths about our treatment of farm animals. It's one thing to eat a nameless, voiceless creature. It's quite another when your dinner can argue for its right to live. Zoo exhibits. From silent observation to interactive experience. Zoos would transform from places of silent observation to interactive learning centers. Imagine walking up to a gorilla exhibit and having a conversation about primate social structures or discussing migration patterns with a flock of flamingos. Yeah, we fly thousands of miles each year. It's exhausting, but the views are spectacular. You humans should really try it sometime without those noisy metal birds. These interactions would not only enhance our understanding of different species, but also raise important questions about animal captivity and conservation. After all, it's harder to ignore the plight of endangered species when they can articulate their struggles directly to us. The legal and ethical quagmire. With animals suddenly able to express themselves, we'd be faced with a host of legal and ethical dilemmas. Would animals be granted legal rights? Could they testify in court? Your Honor, I saw the defendant clearly drop that wrapper on the ground. As a city pigeon, I take littering very seriously. Animal rights activists would find powerful new allies in their cause, while industries reliant on animal products or testing would face unprecedented challenges. The entire framework of human-animal relationships would need to be reconsidered and rebuilt. Education and research, a new frontier. The fields of biology, zoology, and animal behavior would experience a renaissance. Instead of observing and hypothesizing, researchers could simply ask animals about their behaviors, preferences, and experiences. So, Mr. Chimpanzee, could you explain your tool-making process in more detail? This direct communication would accelerate our understanding of the natural world exponentially. We might unlock secrets about animal cognition, emotions, and social structures that we never even knew existed. The environmental wake-up call. With animals able to voice their concerns, environmental issues would take center stage like never before. Imagine polar bears lobbying against climate change, or sea turtles campaigning for plastic-free oceans. Listen, humans, we've been trying to tell you for years. These plastic straws are really not cool. Do you know how hard it is to swim with one stuck up your nose? This direct feedback from the animal kingdom could be the wake-up call humanity needs to address pressing environmental concerns. It's much harder to ignore the effects of deforestation when the displaced animals can describe their plight in heart-wrenching detail. Interspecies relationships. Beyond human boundaries. The ability to communicate with animals would open up possibilities for new types of relationships. Could humans and dolphins collaborate on oceanic research? Might we form alliances with birds for more efficient early warning systems for natural disasters? The potential for interspecies cooperation is limitless. Of course, not all animals might be friendly. We might find ourselves in tense negotiations with apex predators or trying to reason with vengeful species who've suffered at human hands. Diplomacy would take on a whole new meaning in this multi-species world, a new world order. As we wrap up our mind-flipping journey, it's clear that a world where animals can talk would be radically different from our own. From our daily interactions with pets to global environmental policies, every aspect of our lives would be transformed. We'd face new challenges, but also incredible opportunities for growth, understanding, and coexistence. While this scenario remains in the realm of imagination, it serves as a powerful reminder of the complex, sentient beings we share our planet with. Perhaps we don't need animals to literally speak to understand that they have needs, feelings, and a right to be heard. Thank you for joining us on this wild ride through a world of talking animals. If you enjoyed this mind flip, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Share your thoughts below. What animal would you most want to have a conversation with? Until next time, keep your minds open and your imaginations flipping.